Today we will be starting part two of the high yield savings account section, which is called due diligence and how to open a high yield savings account. What is APY and why is it important? The annual percentage yield APY is the total return on your money over the span of a year. The APY on a high yield savings account is influenced by the federal funds rate. This is important to know because if the federal funds rate is increased, then the rate banks offer will go up, and if they decide to decrease the rate, it will conversely go down. These rates are also influenced by the financial institutions themselves. This is because they offer competitive rates to attract depositors. They might also increase rates to incentivize people to open new accounts with them. Who offers high yield savings account? They are typically offered by online institutions and not regular banks. An online institution is a company that primarily or only operates online. This means that you will access your money online through a website or an application. Some important things to consider when opening a high yield savings account are what the APY is, what the depositing and opening requirements are, and how accessible your money is, as all of these subjects vary by institution. How to open a high yield savings account. For the most part, you will fill out an application online. However, opening an account can be possible via a phone call or in person if possible. They typically require that you show documentation, and some of these documents are your government issued ID, a social security card or ITIN number, your current address, your phone number, email, bank account, your bank account routing number, which is used to transfer money from your bank into the high yield savings account. And additionally, you want to make sure that the high yield savings account is FDIC insured. So you want to look for the FDIC insured logo. And when an account is FDIC insured, it means that it is insured for up to $250,000, protecting your money in this account. Some questions to ask yourself when choosing a high yield savings account is how does the interest compound? Is it weekly or monthly? As this changes the amount of money you get back. Are there any account fees? Are there any minimums for opening deposits and balance requirements? Is the institution FDIC insured? Are there limits on withdrawals and transfers? Now, I wanted to provide an example of how a high yield savings account grows your money at a higher rate than traditional savings accounts. Starting off, if you deposit $10,000 into a high yield savings account with a 5% APY, after 5 years, your account will grow to $12,762. However, a savings account with a 0.052% APY will only grow to $263 in the span of 5 years. This statistic shows how your money compounds at a much higher rate. It shows us how much value we lose by having our money in a savings account. I am not arguing that savings accounts aren't useful, but I want to highlight that high yield savings accounts allow us to grow our money over time and they have enough liquidity for us to use to help fund our short term goals. That being said, that wraps up the end of the high yield section. So, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned a lot from these videos.